Eating a banana this morning. Okay, I've got breakfast here. Got some salsa on there with 2 pieces of bacon, eggs, and a slice of Velveeta with an Olay wrap. So it's 1-2 for the bacon, 3-4 points total. 1 point for my coffee this morning. Plus I had a Premier Protein and a bag of the Weight Watchers barbecue crisps. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 points so far. Wow. But it is noon. This is my lunch today. We have a bowl of chili here for 1 smart point. We have my ads in here. We have a 1/4 cup of the Asiago cheese we got from our meat market. Fresh Asiago aged. It's actually aged cheese. And then 1 of the packets of the tricolor tortilla strips for 2. So this is 4 smart points for lunch today. 3, what are these called?
Rice cake. Rice
cakes with 3 of the Laughing Cow. Dinner tonight is the open face pulled pork and Swiss sandwich. This has some honey mustard at the bottom, and then underneath this very thinly sliced piece of Swiss cheese is the pulled pork that I made, and fried onions, and then the Swiss cheese over the top. And the honey mustard is at the bottom, like I said. I have a serving of Halo Top and my pudding, chocolate pudding. And this is 5 smart points. It's just in the mini bowl. So good. And that is my dessert tonight. I have a crazy weigh-in day calorie points to share with you. Let me start by saying this was a very high point day and a very high calorie day. So let's go through, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I feel about this day. At Weight Watchers, we had Premier Protein with espresso like we always do every Saturday for 180 calories. We had the barbecue crisps from Weight Watchers for 70 calories. That was 4 points right there. When we got home, we had this breakfast, which wasn't bad at all. Olay wrap was 50, 2 eggs scrambled were 150, salsa was 10, Velveeta 1 slice was 40. So that was 2 points for that, which was actually very good for breakfast. And then we went on to have lunch, which still wasn't bad. A bowl of chili, 250. And we had 1/4 ounce of Asiago cheese. I had planned for a 1/2 ounce, but I didn't need a 1/2 ounce. So I just went with 1/4 for 1 point. That was 30 calories. And then we had the tricolor tortilla strips for 70. Then we had dinner. Dinner was fantastic, by the way. However, I think I would also add a little bit of the Hughes barbecue sauce to this for 0 smart points. It was really good. I had my last toast with I added a little barbecue because this was a little bit on the plain side. We're used to a lot of different spices that I spice up my food with. So this was a little bit on the plain side for us, but it was still good. We really enjoyed it. So we had the Ezekiel bread for 4 smart points and 160 calories. 4 ounces of shredded pork. I had more like 3, but I'm still counting it as 2 for 167. We had the Swiss triangle cuts, or the Swiss cheese thin cut. 2 slices was 80 calories, 3 points. The honey mustard was 0 points, but it was 15 calories. I just had a teaspoon. I don't like a lot of mustard. I'm not a mustard fan, so I just put a tiny dab on my toast, which probably was why it was a little too plain. Then I went on and had the 3 rice cakes with 3 Laughing Cow cheese. Now, I did plan rice cakes and cheese. I just planned 2 each, but I ended up with 3, which was still okay. We had 6 points for that, 195 calories. My fruit today were a banana and an apple, and then I also had pineapple. So I added the pineapple over here. So that was, I'll explain that later when I talk to you in a little bit. And then the snacks were 1/2 cup Halo Top. I definitely planned for these because I really wanted them. 5 points, 160 and 70. And then I went on to have my cheese sample we had at the farmer's market. They had, every time they have different cheese, we always have to try it. And they have the little tiny square samples. And then I counted that as 20 calories. I had 3 cups of coffee for 150, and then the pineapple was 150. I had more than 200 grams. So my end points ended up being 34 smart points. I'm not real upset about that, and I'll talk to you about it in a minute. My calories were 2,227, pretty darn high. I try to keep it at 1,500. And My target was 28 today because I knew I'd go over by 5, but I went over more. Only had 2 waters, 3 coffees, no diet soda, 22 days. That's a big plus. That is my calorie count for today. All right, of course I have a correction. Of course I do. I forgot my bacon. So I had 2 slices of thin cut Nooski bacon for 70 calories. I added that in with the salsa for 80 calories total. And then that also upped my points to 36 and upped my calories to 2,297. That is my end total. I think I got everything else correct. Okay, guys, you saw my calorie count for today. I'm sorry about my hair. It's just a little bit crazy. Anyway, you saw my calorie count for today. It was really super high. It's the highest it's been in like 2 weeks. That's okay, though. I mean, I'm sure it was higher before when I wasn't tracking. I'm sure it was. I'm absolutely positive it was. I just wasn't tracking and I wasn't keeping track of my calories. This time I was completely honest tracking. I promised myself I would do that for at least a couple months, honest tracking totally. I'd like to do it from now on. We always tend to go off track and then the honest tracking is out the window, right? I feel okay about today. I really do. I had extra fruit. The food that I did have was not outrageous. I could have done a lot worse. I really could have. So I planned my Halo Top and my pudding, which was the worst of my binge, I guess, if you want to call it a binge. Mainly, I kept it to more healthy options, the ones that I usually have on Weight Watchers. I just had more than I probably should have. Like, I probably shouldn't have added that extra pineapple, but I was hungry. And I really think the Halo Top and the pudding had something to do with that. It made me kind of crave things. So I ended up having the pineapple afterwards. Pineapple was a better choice than my other choices I had available to me. I'm going to call it a good day. I really am. I feel like I did okay, especially for a weigh-in day. Last week, I had a little bit of a better day, but it was still higher in points. And usually when I have really bad days like this, I could easily use up all of my weeklies plus another set of weeklies and still be level on the scales. I think I can earn some of those points back and I'm not worried about it at all. So we'll see how everything works out this week. I plan on doing 20, I think I planned on 20 points today. I'm going to earn 3 of those points back. If I can get 4 rollovers, I'm going to definitely try for that. But if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. I'm not going to make myself suffer about, just to try and earn those points back. I'm not going to allow myself to get really super hungry because that always backfires on me. We're going to go into town to upload this video and my weigh-in video. Hold on, my dog wants in. He's barking at the door and it's like below 0 out. So I got to hurry and let him in. He was very happy to get back in the house. It is so cold out. Oh my goodness, it's so cold out. So anyway, the thing that I have been really proud of is I have not had any diet soda since I started. This is like 20, I think I'm on 23 or 22 days. I can't even remember. But it's to the point now. I'm going to keep doing that in my journal. But it's getting to the point now where I think at the end of the 30-day mark, at the end of this month, I'm just going to stop even adding that in my journal because I told myself I could have 1 diet soda a day if I wanted to, just to start the process of quitting. I just went cold turkey and I just didn't have any more. I didn't buy any more. I made myself not buy any more at all. I just don't have it. If I get really desperate, I allow myself to have one of those bubblies, which don't have any artificial sugar in them at all. And I do, when I limit those sweet things, those bubblies actually taste good. The 3 main people that are doing this challenge is me, B from over at B's Journey, who actually had the idea, and then Sandy from Let's Get Fit with Sandy. And now Anne has also Weight Watchers with Anne. I can't remember if it's just Weight Watchers with Anne or not, but I'm going to link all of our channels down below so you guys can follow our journey. If anybody else that I'm missing is doing the YouTube videos, let me know because I want to add you as well and keep an eye on how you're doing. But each week, our plan is, in this challenge, our plan is to lose every single week in 2019. Actually not lose every single week in 2019 to see how many weeks in a row we can lose in 2019. So far, we've all had a loss every single week. It's getting tough. They are really good competitors. It's just really fun competition. I am just having a blast with it. It's making me really stick to my plan, and it's making me work hard. So I was so happy to see that everybody again had a loss this week, because it's going to push me again another week to do just as well. And they are just having great weeks. So yeah, follow along with our journey. I will let you know how everybody's doing. We're going to move on with this week, even though I did have a high point day today. We're going to move on and we're going to crush the week. I'm going to end strong like I always do. I'm going to end the week really strong, earn some of those weeklies back. So we will talk to you guys tomorrow for another What I Ate. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to share this if you think anybody may enjoy this channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.